Let's break the games down initially, Paul. Let's start with Niels Vink, as he's the world #1. What makes him?
Yeah, I think equal strengths off both sides. I'll let him get busy here. Well, there's an example of what makes him special. Drop shot winner of the day here. We saw topspin, we saw slice, we saw a little bit of everything, and then we see touch just to seal it off. So to follow up on your point, it's the perfect combination. Sam Schroder's not far behind, but that's maybe just the difference between #1 and #2 in the world.
Nice forehand of his own from the left-hander.
Yeah, one here for the first time in 2020 as a wild card entrant into the quad division, kind of stormed onto the
Look out for the forehand today. Enjoyed watching.
And always a reminder for those that maybe are not quite as in tune, the quad division, everybody who comes into wheelchair tennis in the lower extremities as a general qualification to play wheelchair tennis. Great shot there by Vink for the break.
Roland Garrison here at the US Open last year. Roland Garrison Wimbledon for the first time this year. That would have been a special moment, being crowned Wimbledon champion.
I think it's critical for him probably to get the first set, to be honest with you. Kind of talked about that in the last match between Gordon Reed and Alfie Hewitt.
Schroder.
So one apiece, got the break back. Paul, 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the year we were behind closed doors. Very different feel to the championships that season.
A one-off, hopefully, forever and always a one-off.
Nice forehand.
Yeah, seeing some firepower off the Schroder forehand on a couple of occasions here. Pretty dialed in there. Gonna need more of that. It was a special year, I will tell you, though, that 2020 was a unique feeling. It didn't have the crowds, which of course do make this event, but there was something about the quietness of just watching the players perform.
Big days when you're playing for major trophies. There's always a few nerves to contend with. Beautiful move forward.
You talked about it earlier, what makes him special. He's got some really good hands. That ability to take balls out of the air with touch or to be able to punch some volleys. You know, on a given day in this setting and on this stage, which one of these guys in the moment is going to execute when it matters most? Don't want to oversimplify it, but
lovely drop shot once more. Come through that service game. 2 apiece, first set. Just a quick look at that execution of the drop shot.
Oh, that's beautiful. Lifts that racket.
2 apiece, first set. Yeah, it's the old cliche of sort of trying to block out.
50 love.
Easier said than done on big days.
Yeah, I think what I talked about in the last one is I know exactly what's on the.
He has won the last 5, so since that defeat, he's got that head-to-head back on track. Yeah, lovely work on that forehand, getting up the back of the ball.
Opportunity. We've seen Schroder with some massive forehands so far. Short ball there for Vink, and he has no hesitation. Great racket speed. That ball just explodes past Schroder. Schroder right there.
It's actually a great slice just prior to that, wasn't it, that stayed low on Schroder.
Right.
So good. That combination doesn't get the winner the first time around.
Coach right there. Yeah, you just see the positioning on the court. See how deep Schroder is. And look right there on the baseline. And that Paralympic tennis started in Barcelona. That was the pinnacle. You know, and it wasn't until 2004, 2003 or 4 when the Australian added Grand Slam. We'll continue after this point. So yeah, so really that has always been the top of the heap. It's only every 4 years that you get a chance to go for gold. And on the Paralympic side, I think that is still the most coveted of all. Yeah, as much as Grand Slam titles are nice, and certainly the paychecks are nice, the gold medal and the timing of the U.S. Open not jiving. So every 4 years, typically, the U.S. Open kind of has to take a breather from wheelchair tennis.
And again, lovely return off that forehand side. He's going to have to. Oh, he probably should have made that. Kind of forehands normally mops up with ease. What a serve. Beautiful ace. Yeah, that always looked good, didn't it? The moment the ball left his strings.
Through the court, drives that one, opens up the court, and on the hard recovery from Schroder, you get this knifing slice that just penetrates through there. Great look at that ball and that act.
Great backhand this time.
They're going to set up to be the critical one right here. Somebody's going to be fueled, and will he kind of press a little bit too much and maybe give up some easier points? Oh,
that is absolutely sensational. Stay in the.
Almost thought it was going to be too much, but it didn't. It wasn't.
Defending to do.
This is an incredible shot here just to get that one back by Sam Schroder. And that one I thought, oh, he went a little too much, but no, he didn't. The way Sam's been serving, that'd be a nice position to be in, serving for the set.
Oh, what a return.
Just a walk in the park, apparently.
15-40.
Again, I think the thing that I've been in.
Oh,
Game.
tempted into the drop shot. And Schroder with the break, and maybe
Schroder leads.
That he drove deeper, forcing the error. I think Sam Schroder's just working a little harder right now.
Well, Sam Schroder has played a superb opening set of tennis there. Fully deserves his lead. Wow, maybe there's your answer.
Didn't take long to get the answer, did it?
Goodness me. In Baton Rouge, that was an event in March, so.
The Cajun Classic.
Yep. This is why this win, if he can turn this into a win.
His capabilities, every opportunity that he's been given so far, Sammy Schroder has been on task, and this backhand ripped cross court is just another example. Now 3 break points down. Great serve there.
Oh, that backhand just crept over.
Yeah, than he anticipated here. Didn't really get a good, clean drive on it. Ended up being better than what he wanted. Nine in the match, only 6 in the first set alone. Here he is 3 in this first game.
This Seen a few of those today.
Guy that comes out on top, one love here, is in charge.
Oh, he's hit that forehand so well.
Gets a little deep on him, but that's fine.
So this marathon game continues.
Choose.
Love 40 for Vink. Did a phenomenal job just to get it back to deuce, but now
Did well from that position with the backhand.
quite sure how this one got by Schroder so easily. Must have just got himself out of position on the chair, maybe anticipating the cross court. And Vink comes deep down the line and it's past Schroder before he can get a racket on it. Rick is the guy that pioneered. We're looking at the quad final right here. Rick is the guy that is generally considered the pioneer of the quad division and has invested a lot of time in seeing the creation of this division as it is in its state right now. He was a great champion himself, so it's not like just an administrator. He was a player, he was a baller, he was a competitor, he was great at it.
Yeah, champion earlier on this court. Another Grand Slam title for Dieter.
It sounds almost another Grand Slam title for Dieter, but man, she makes it look easy. But it doesn't come easy because we know how much work she puts into it. If you looked at her, watched her play at all.
Beat Yui Kamichi earlier today, 6-2, 6-2.
Another battle of number ones and number twos, just like we're seeing here. Circles around it. And man, he's able to find that angle. That's just the difference.
He's done a fair bit of damage with the return of serve today, Schroder. Not this time.
Job of mixing it up. Line, cross, and middle, which has kind of kept Niels off balance. Niels completely in balance on that swing.
Lovely shape to that forehand. Here we go. Nice save. Oh, Vink did well to deal with the forehand. Yeah, nicely done.
Kind of wondered what his plan was there for a second.
Saves another. Back to deuce. Entire first set right now, the opening 3.5 games.
Yeah, they both came out juiced up and got after it in that first set. Now I think we're going to go trench warfare. I would think conditions in there right now are perfect. Warm, yet not, like you were saying, not crazy.
So he gets the break. USOpen.org.
Big backhand again from Sammy Schroder. And
go.
Just, that's it.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Indulge.
Indulge.
You're missing new.
Vink quickly under the gun again on the service game. Doesn't ever really seem to have any easy ones.
He's made the return. Doesn't sound like maybe the cleanest.
The love 40 before battling back and toughing Schroder out, but this is no way to make a living.
Yeah, nice feel. Bit of time there to.
Yeah, I thought Schroder maybe had a chance to get the lob up over, and that was the intent, but just couldn't get enough on that one.
From 5 break points converted in this set, Schroder.
Game, Schroder.
Well, in the end, it's a double fault, and they've met in a number of finals. So again, an indication of how dominant both of them have been really around the tour. Whether something in particular worked well that day or just the.
Well, I think it's the memory that I would prefer to have in my head, right? Versus the French in Wimbledon.
That's it, and sometimes
Yep.
it isn't tactics, is it? It's just trying to put yourself in that, in terms of routines, or to try to recreate that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a good spot. That first set percentage has dropped in this second set, under 50% now.
That's a difference there for a return game. And you can see Niels starting to find the range.
Oh, dangerously.
I mean, just like out of the blue, all of a sudden, he seems to be just kind of struggling with the serve. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's another double fault.
It's like every time we look up on the scoreboard on a Vink service game, it's like 0 for Vink and a couple points for Schroder. Sammy Schroder showing off the wheels right there, tracking down that drop shot.
3 chances to break. First one saved. So again, that breakpoint conversion rate for Schroder in this second set.
Instead of going to that 40 love, doesn't seem to really be working for him.
That would be an interesting coaching strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be. You keep going to 40. We'll worry about that another day. Interesting phenomenon, that love 40 thing. I don't get it. It happens a lot though. Not this time.
No, another double. Needs to somehow get a hold here, and he won't be too far away. Well, those kind of combinations will help. Oh, it was a brave move forwards and an effective one.
With that great energy after the break.
Here comes Sam Schroder. Oh, he's just pulled it wide. And we do witness another break of serve in this back and forth second set. Well, wow. That's how to hit
It's
a drop
Schroder.
shot when you're serving to stay in a set in a Grand Slam final.
From him, we haven't seen that. I don't know how much by design this was versus just kind of pretty legit.
Yeah, nicely dealt with. Starting to appear on a more regular basis, but he's got...
Yeah, 5 doubles for Vink in the set, 4 for Schroder prior to that in the first. Really not an issue for either one of these guys.
Oh, just maybe didn't do enough with the mid-court forehand.
Right there, if you go back on the tape, the moment that shot right there could be the difference.
Lefty slice out wide, maybe.
Goes body a little bit more, yeah.
Yes, very nice that time. Opened up the court beautifully.
5 games all.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. A couple of world-class forehands.
And coach's face right there as well. He knows that his guy is on the brink of serving for a US Open championship. He's got 3 break points, and then it'll be on his racket.
First one saved. Has been in this position before earlier in the set. Down love 14. Oh, he's missed it. Schroder does break.
We go back to 30 all. I think it's a grind.
All it is. Break point. Break point saved. So back to deuce. Back to.
You have to wonder, as you've asked a couple times, will it be the classic lefty? If he catches it just right, could be everything. There it is.
He's done it. Sam Schroder is the US Open champion. It is Grand Slam singles trophy. Number 5 is pulled off the upset of upsets here today against his old friend, his old rival, and he's played a superb match to do it. It is only the 2nd defeat of the year for Niels Vink, and Sam Schroder deserves an awful lot of praise. Congratulations today. Played a brilliant match.